Okay, what I have here is a 2020 Chevy Bolt. What was broken was this first top cap piece with the logo on there. We don't know how it cracked, but it got a little smashed in here and need to be replaced. And I couldn't find any videos on how to do it, so I'm providing one. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just saying this works, and I think it makes sense. If you are a mechanic, some of this stuff probably is obvious to you, but it wasn't to me. So the first thing you have is you have 4 of these little plastic pop, I don't know what you call them. But anyway, it has like a little screwdriver opening, and you kind of pop the top up. And once you get the top up, then you can pull the whole piece up. And I'll do that, and I'll pause and do that in a minute. But each one of these, you may have to get a screwdriver under the bottom part, but each one of these needs to come out. Okay, once all 4 of them are removed, then you have to remove these little tiny Torx bolts here. They're a T10, which I happen to have, and I've already unscrewed it, so I'm going to remove them. There's only 2 of them. And then this apron or bracket piece here that's kind of protecting things just kind of pops up. It has in here and here a couple little indentations that it pops into, so you do have to kind of pop it up a little bit. Not easy to do one-handed. Okay. Once that is out, you have 2 more bolts, one here and one here. And that's all you have to remove to get this whole piece up. Now, there is a trick to it that I was not aware of. It's this whole piece in here that I'm going to show you. But I'm not going to show you on this piece because, once I got it on there, I'm leaving it. But I'll show you on the broken one, which is a good place to practice because that's how I figured it out, by pulling it off the broken one. Okay, this is the broken piece. You can see it's even busted into 2. But what it has is a molding that goes pressed into there and goes all the way around. When you're trying to remove this, there's the molding. And you can reach behind there and pop the little mechanisms that poke in that look like that. And you get started and you just work your way along and get this piece off. So you get that molding all the way off. So all you're putting in is this piece. And you can see it's got a little tongue there, which it does hold something, but it doesn't bolt in or anything. Makes it a little harder to get in, but you've got to take the whole piece and kind of slide it in and get it in. And you get this piece without the molding anchored in, because it has little tongue areas too that go into the piece below it. So you slide it in, and you got to kind of work it, and you finally get it so it's in, and all the bolts are lining up and things like that, and you get it seated and snapped in. It's pretty firm. You don't bolt it, or I didn't, but you get it in. And then you start popping the molding over top of it. That goes in after. Kind of the reverse of taking it out. You take the molding off first when you're removing it. But anyway, once you get it in there, that's the hard part. The molding going in there will start to snap in, and you'll see what I mean. This part right here, with all these little tongues, will snap into that piece, and it starts to firm up and stay in place. And then once you get it back in, you put these 2 bolts back in, and you put this piece back on top, put your 2 Torx screws in, and then your 4 plastic retainers, whatever the heck they are. And that's it. Thanks.